For proper preparation, consult the manual for the required equipment, tools, and materials. Be sure power is disconnected to the VSEP unit. Raise up the alignment nut all the way into the frame bushing. Place 2 shipping blocks between the seismic mass and frame at 2 sides of the machine. Using a crane or forklift, position the lifting strap at the center of the filter pack. Ensure it is centered to prevent uneven loading. Remove the nut from the top of the filter pack and install it onto the lower threaded connection to prevent thread damage during lifting operations. Tightly install the lifting lug into the top end of the center bolt. Install the shackle into the eye bolt. After installing the shackle, use a rated swivel hook to securely attach the forklift or crane to the shackle on the lifting eye bolt. Raise the filter pack so that the bottom is at a comfortable working height for the next step. Remove the 2 plugs located on the top of the filter pack, as well as the plug on the concentrate exit to drain the fluid or preservative. Optionally, the preservative may be collected in a suitable container for future reuse. Warning: refer to specific MSDS for chemical information and proper way to dispose of chemicals. Set the filter pack on a level floor and be sure it is set stable and will not tip over. Be careful not to damage the threads on the bottom of the center bolt by setting the filter pack onto 2 pieces of lumber. If it does not exist, make a mark on the outer shell of the filter pack in line with the center of the concentrate exit hole at the bottom of the filter pack. Be certain that the bottom of the filter pack and the mating surface of the lower pressure plate are clean, dry, and free of rust. If not, use scouring pads or sandpaper to remove rust or other dirty spots. Use IPA or cleaner to clean the mating surface. Also, dry the threaded hole at the top of the torsion spring. Clean the groove of the concentrate exit and install the 22240 O-ring into the groove. Lubricate the lower threads of the center bolt of the filter pack using copper anti-seize lubricant. Warning: never work directly underneath a suspended filter pack. If needed, run a tap up each perimeter bolt hole on the bottom of the filter pack. This will help to remove any foreign objects such as metal shavings and dirt. Carefully lift up and guide the filter pack into position over the lower pressure plate. Position the filter pack carefully so that the male threads of the center bolt hang over the female threads of the torsion spring. Keep the filter pack plumb during this operation. Spin the filter pack and center bolt clockwise to start the center bolt threads into the top of the torsion spring. Carefully lower the hoist as the threads are engaged. Don't lower it so much that the filter pack is unsupported and leans, but lower it enough so that the threads are not pulling up the entire machine. It's a little tricky the first time you attempt it, so be patient. Spin the filter pack until the concentrate alignment line on the side of the filter pack is lined up with the concentrate exit on the lower pressure plate, and there is about a 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch gap between the bottom of the filter pack and the lower pressure plate. Install the 4 inner bolts, then the perimeter bolts with flat washers, but do not tighten them. Spin them by hand or carefully with a ratchet until they touch or are close to the pressure plate. Remove the swivel hook and lifting lug. Use a 1.5-inch socket to tighten the center bolt on the top of the filter pack, so it would thread into the lower pressure plate. When you spin the welded bolt head at the top of the center bolt will spin, but the filter pack will remain stationary. Remove the safety chain from the top of the filter pack and replace the 2 eye bolts with 2 bolts. Apply copper anti-seize lubricant to the threads at the top of the filter pack. Using a pneumatic wrench, tighten 4 perimeter bolts in a crisscross pattern. Continue tightening the rest of the 40 perimeter bolts. Torque as needed to 300 pounds. Then, tighten the 4 inner bolts. Be sure that the spacer washer is installed between the center nut and the top pressure plate. Clean the groove and insert the 2 22280 rings into the groove in the bottom of the 2 monopod hose assemblies, one for permeate and the other one for feed. Fasten the flange collars to the top pressure plate using the 12 sets of bolts, lock washers, and flat washers provided. Slide the Victaulic clamp rubber seals onto the top ends halfway. Then insert the bottom ends of the vertical flexible hoses onto the other halves of the rubber seals. Put on the Victaulic clamps and tighten them up as much as you can. Continue moving up to install upper feed and permeate pipes and finally connect them to the monopod hose assemblies. Remove the 2 shipping blocks placed between the seismic mass and frame at 2 sides of the machine. Lower the alignment nut above the seismic mount all the way down and lock it up onto the seismic mount shaft. For any questions about this procedure or any other technical VSEP issues, please contact a new logic research engineer at support@vsep.com.